Good morning. It's Mel Tempest from the Gym Owners Business Podcast. And this morning I'm speaking to Stacey Vandiver from SoulBody. Good morning, Stacey.
Good morning, Mel. Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very excited about today's coffee podcast because we're going to inform our listeners of a great new product, which is BARRE, SoulBody BARRE. So please tell me all about who is SoulBody and tell me about the programs.
Well, Mel, thank you. Thank you. It's an honor to be here on your podcast. You are quite the industry leader in the world of fitness, and I absolutely love what you've created with these coffee hour shows. I think it's very smart. But to give you a little history about SoulBody, my business partner, Anne-Marie Barber, and I have been in the fitness industry for a little over 15 years. And when BARRE started emerging, we fell in love with the concept, especially with our Group X and Pilates training background. And as we began exploring various methods, we created our own format and began teaching here in the States, in Baltimore, Maryland, home of Under Armour. And we incorporated more dynamic moves with an athletic approach to keep the heart rate up a bit more elevated throughout class. And then as we were teaching, and very involved with clubs around town, we noticed there was a need for a BARRE program. Now, when I say program, I mean not just a training, but more of a comprehensive training followed by an assessment to be certified in our method of teaching, and also offer continuing education. These are quarterly choreography. It's set to music. It's seamless. It's progressive in its approach, and able to be taught at all levels. And we feel very strongly about modifications and learning how to offer them. So these classes that we created are delivering that boutique experience to health clubs that members are seeking, and instructors, Group X instructors, are dying to teach. And Mel, as you know, pre-choreography, it allows instructors to feel confident in teaching a comprehensive class from start to finish. They're able to motivate members, and members always know what to expect. And also clubs can feel secure in knowing that classes will be spot on. So with that, there becomes our method, our training, and our certifications. And one other problem we saw as well for clubs were the licensing fees. We noticed it was tough for clubs to bear, so we took them out. Although we do support clubs that have implemented SoulBody's programs, we found the relationship around our squad, our team of instructors, is vital. They're the ones that are passionate about SoulBody and what we've created, spreading the word and inspiring through movement. They're the ones that push Anne-Marie and I to continue to create and develop new programming, which is what we're doing. And so we feel like we've created a win-win for everyone in Group X. I hope that explains.
It sure
I hope
does.
that explains a little bit more. Yeah.
It does. And I know that you have more than one program. So what programs do you have?
Yeah, good question. We have currently 3 that are written and published. We train in 2 BARRE formats. We have SoulBody BARRE, which uses kind of around the ballet bar, the fixed ballet bar or the portable ballet bar. Also uses light hand weights, TheraBands, and the Pilates ball. And then we saw a need for another style of BARRE class that did not incorporate the ballet bar. We call that SoulBody BARRE Unhitched. And we created this because there were a lot of clubs, health clubs, that had studios that possibly could not implement or install ballet bars. They didn't have the room. Maybe they didn't even want to go there. So we used the weighted bar. Do you know the weighted body bar?
Yes.
That's, 4 pounds, 6 pounds, exactly. Created a class using this. The same format, the same method, the same flow as our first SoulBody BARRE class, and created this one. And then we noticed that last year, what was the number 1 trend?
Yes.
HIIT was super popular. And we were actually teaching a BARRE class with a lot of cardio centered around the HIIT format. So we created that in 2017, SoulBody Power. And that's available, that's a program available to all our certified instructors that is on board with us. And we continue to create. We're working currently now on the next program for 2018. I'm not going to say yet what that is, but that's the direction we see ourselves going as well, is continually creating and bringing clubs progressive programming that will help them stay ahead of the curve in Group X.
So, Stacey, let's just go back over the 3 programs. So you've got your SoulBody bar, and this is for clubs that are able to put in the ballet bar or the portable ballet bar. They use light hand weights and they use the TheraBands. And I think it's awesome that
the Pilates ball.
And the Pilates ball. And I think it's awesome that you've then sort of said, okay, well, every club owner can't put in the ballet bars. And we get that. So you then went and created the same program but without the ballet bars, but using a bar that's about 4 pounds. Is that right?
Exactly. Well, we do recommend, and actually we choreograph with a little heavier. There's different weights with these weighted bars: 4 pound, 6 pound, 9 pound. We don't recommend any more than 9 pound, but we choreograph with the 6 and the 9 pound. So most clubs that implement SoulBody Bar Unhitched go with a 6 and a 9 pound bar. And just to give you a little bit of feedback, maybe I should talk about the method and idea of bar and what that is for those that don't know. Bar was created using these smaller. The concept is smaller isometric movements that contract the muscle over an extended period of time. You're using a lot of reps here, but lighter weight, but exhaust the muscle. So what happens is you contract that muscle for a longer period of time. You're shaping and toning. And what we've incorporated also in the format and in the method is stretching. So as soon as you're finished exhausting that muscle, we feel very strongly about stretching it. But we also include larger movements and dynamic movements. The larger movements building strength, and the dynamic movements keeping that heart rate elevated throughout class.
So therefore the programs would be suitable for baby boomers?
Yes,
and
absolutely.
And absolutely, I would have to say those that don't have a lot of coordination.
URSA just came out with their annual report, right? And I was reading it, and had what the millennials were looking for, and what the older generation is looking for as well. And they are all looking for that similar style format. I would say that this class can be geared towards any age range. And when I teach in my classes, I have all age ranges. I can ramp up this class and make it super challenging. And that's something we actually go over a lot in our training, is how to teach to all levels, learning how to read your class. We feel very strongly about that.
So, Stacey, is this a class that a club could encourage women with baby on board and just after having baby?
Yes. This is actually fantastic. We have a lot of our instructors that are either the new moms or we have one of our instructors who just gave birth. She did a beautiful testimonial, and you can find it on our social media. She taught all the way up until she gave birth. She taught our class, and she said the birth was so easy and her recovery was amazing, and she feels stronger than ever. And we talk about that a lot. There's lots of modifications for pregnant women, but a class like this will keep you strong all the way through your pregnancy, so that post-pregnancy you can get right back to it. It's a real smart class to keep in. And you know what? I mean, we say that you need to change up. I'm not going to say bar is the only class you should be taking, but it definitely pregnancy, mom, and post-pregnancy, and even pre-pregnancy, the strength that you need to stay strong before and after.
And what about the HIIT classes? Can you tell me a little bit about your HIIT program?
Sure. So this is a great class. I really enjoy teaching this one. This is I call one and done class now. It's 30 minutes. And as you know, that's been a real big topic in group exercise, not having a whole 1 hour class, but making it a little bit shorter in time, but efficient. Well, I have to say this is definitely an efficient class. It is a fusion of hit to bottom exercises, 4 minutes, mixed in between. We call it bar strengthening exercises, but you're really going to find traditional exercises, your planks, your push-ups, your core work in between the Tabatas. And we'll definitely throw in that element of the bar burn. But there's no equipment needed for this class. It's just you, a mat, and your serious energy and commit. I really, really like the format of this one. And I will say there's a warm up and a recovery. And that's another element that we feel very strongly about. Whether you're doing 30 minutes or your 60-minute class, you warm up and you also recover.
So with the programs, Stacey, obviously a lot of club owners will be out there now going, oh, wow, this sounds really cool, but I've got a group fitness room that's got a whole heap of equipment in it. What equipment do they need to run all three programs, and do they already have equipment maybe from other group fitness providers that they could improvise with?
Well, that's funny you say that. Actually, that's what started with our SoulBody Bar Unhitched. We were working in a studio that was a little bit smaller. They had no room for ballet bars. And in the corner were lying all those weighted body bars in the corner of the room. They definitely had asked us to come and start teaching our style format of bar. And we said, well, let's just take this body bar that's sitting in the corner of the room. And you think about it, a lot of clubs have these weighted bars from years ago that are just sitting in the corner somewhere in your club. And we pull that out, and here you go. You have SoulBody Bar Unhitched, 2 props, the weighted body bar and the Pilates ball, and that's it. So if you think about the format of our class, we have upper body work, we have core work, and you have the lower body work, typically going to the ballet bar. In the SoulBody Bar Unhitched, you have the weighted bar for all your upper body. You turn the weighted bar vertical, and that is we call the center balanced bar. And all your lower body work, your plies, your thigh work, your glute, your hip and seat work can be done using the body bar. It's a pretty smart, tight class.
So, Stacey, there'll be a few club owners out there saying, well, I've got bars from other programs that aren't weighted. Are they going to be of any use to me?
Well, if they're not weighted, I would definitely have to say that you would want some kind of weight on the end. So if you do have a bar and you can put on some light weights on the end and give it to about 6 to 10 pounds, or 4 to 10 pounds, I would definitely recommend that. You do want to start feeling a little, we do talk about weight, not being afraid of weight. Weight is a good thing. You want to build some sort of muscle to hold those joints together and your bones strong. So I would definitely recommend if you did have some type of bars around, that either you add weight on the end if you can, or get a weighted bar if the ballet bars are not an option.
So like in my club, Stace, I've got the body pump bars, and I would love to have a program like Unhitched in the club, because I've got a very big market of older adults that come into my club, at 8:30 in the morning to do group fitness workouts. And obviously I've got another demographic that this would suit well. So as a club owner who has body pump bars, I could actually launch Unhitched in my club.
Absolutely. And I didn't want to say that, but since you said it, you most certainly can. And we have a number of clubs actually that use the body pump bars vertically. They'll add the weight on the end for the upper body work. And then you can take off the weight and you can turn them vertical. And you can most certainly use those for the thigh, the glute, and hip seat work. Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
So we've got our 3 programs running. What we need to let our listeners know is about the education that the instructor will go through, and then about the ongoing education and marketing that you offer the clubs. But before I get you to answer those questions, and I discussed this with you last week, I think it's absolutely awesome what you've put together. And I look at it and I say to myself, wow, for those club owners that didn't go into the marketplace with Zumba and missed out, you need to go into the market with this, because you need to listen to what Stacey's saying. She's telling you that she's giving you some pre-choreographed programs that don't have license fees, but there would be a monthly fee for music, and that only makes sense. And I think club owners and group fitness instructors that are contractors and work out of, community halls and churches, etc., they need to look at the program very, very much so, because I think that those club owners that missed out on going with Zumba and held back, you need to not miss out on this. You need to run with this, because this is going to be a trend for quite some time. I think it's an awesome set of programs from your baby boomers, Stacey, because they're looking for something to do. And I think that this is a definite winner. So let's discuss the education that the group fitness instructors go through, the ongoing education, and then what you offer the club owners as the marketing. So I'll let you go with that.
Thank you. Okay, so the training looks like this. It's a 1 day. We brought it down to 1 day, 9-hour training, because what we were finding is the clubs, it's hard for a club to close their studio for more than 1 day. So we definitely have tightened the training into 1 day, understanding our method and format, working on the choreography of that current release. 9 hours, we go through the exercises, the flow of the class, and learning all the modifications, learning the cues, and learning how to push your members to that next level. We work off the choreography, like I said, of that current release. The instructors then have 30 days to submit a video practical. We do want to hold integrity to what we've created. And we want we want to know that these instructors are teaching solid, and they understand the concept. They understand how to cue. They understand musicality and listening to music. I will say that we support, our music is current artists. We support current artists. The music comes from iTunes, or if you're using Spotify with a premium account, there's a link that you can follow. So after you submit your video and you get passed, you subscribe, and you get a release every 3 months. Now, the subscription is not monthly. It's actually quarterly. So every 3 months, you pay a subscription of $30, and you get a full class of the program you subscribe to. Now, we have a lot of people, a lot of instructors that subscribe to both, but you could do SoulBody Bar, you could be SoulBody Bar Unhitched. And once you are certified and you pass and you subscribe, you do have the option. The SoulBody Power is accessible to you to purchase and teach. So we have 3 choices, 3 programs. You can subscribe to what you want. On that subscription, you receive the video of us teaching a full class. One is showing the modifications the whole time, one instructor, and the other one is showing the full expression. We actually just started teaching the video in a class format, and it's great. So, and then you'll also get the choreography notes, and you'll get the links to the songs. So that's how pretty much the training and the follow-up from there works. For clubs, what we do is in support, we support them through our website. All clubs, that anybody that wants to find where our classes are, their club, a link to the website is listed on our website. We also support them on social media. Anytime they want us to share something, if they tag us, we share that. We really feel that is important to support our group of clubs that have chosen to implement and carry our program. I mean, you think about it, Mel, what does it take for us to put them on our website? What does it take for us to tag them and share something that they're doing on our social media? Not a whole lot, and we want to support that. This is a community that we're creating, and we're really proud of it. Our squad that we created, we have a beautiful, beautiful internal support. Like I said earlier, in this podcast, they're the ones that inspire us. They push us to continue to create. And it's a beautiful community of instructors that are passionate about what Anne-Marie and I are doing in Group X. And they look to us to see what we're doing next and what we're creating. We have a private Facebook group page that we constantly have discussions on. Anybody that has questions can communicate through there. We're just starting our first virtual meeting. And actually, I'd be excited to say that Lindsay Rainwater from Women in Fitness Association is giving our first lecture. And so it's really been beautiful what we've been able to create and continue to create. And we're excited for moving forward. I mean, there's no stopping now. It's
absolutely.
So
No stopping now. No stopping now.
No way.
I think, what I've seen on social media is that both you and Anne-Marie have definitely created a community, and a community that works together really well, and everybody works alongside each other. And I'm very sincere in saying to not just club owners of, the large commercial clubs, but also to people who own wellness studios, that you really need to sit back and just have a really good look at this, because this is a fantastic opportunity, especially in the Australian marketplace, for people to get in first, not second or third, but to get into first and to beat your competitors at it. You need to sit back and have a really good look at it. And if you think that these programs aren't your club's cup of tea, well, you're wrong, because there is a need for this. There is always a group of members in your club that would definitely be interested in doing these programs, and from there they refer, and referrals become more members, becomes more retention. So definitely,
that's exactly right.
Definitely looking at this product. Now tell me, Stacey, are you at URSA this year?
Yes, we will definitely be there at URSA. We absolutely love URSA. I find they are one of the strongest leaders in our fitness industry as far as education.
So will you be are you doing any meetups with club owners or instructors that may be interested, or could they contact you via Facebook?
I would welcome them to contact us. Absolutely. They can email us at info@soulbodyonline.com, and that's soul, SOUL. They can visit our website and contact us through that. It's www.soulbodyonline.com. They can find us on all social media. If they search SoulBody Barre, BARRE. They'll definitely find us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, LinkedIn. I absolutely love. I've built a wonderful network of great industry leaders on LinkedIn. So I welcome them to reach out to us and schedule some meetings. And I really look forward to the opportunity to working with a lot of the clubs in Australia. It will be a new market for us. And Mel, we feel very blessed to have you support us in this new industry, this new market.
Oh, you're very welcome, Stacey. I'm really excited for you guys, because I really do believe that this is a definite winner, not just for yourselves, but for club owners. And I'm very passionate about helping club owners, grow their business. And I don't like to see them miss out. And I really want to see them come on board with this. So at the end of our podcast, you've given your contact details, and of course I'll drop those into our podcast also in text format. Is there anything else that you want to add before we tie up our coffee podcast today? Because I know that you're very keen to get up and running here in Australia, and that you'll be looking for trainers. Is it okay for those guys that are interested in doing the training here in Australia to get in touch with you?
Yes. Actually, Mel, I believe you've already hit on some instructors, so we're really excited. Yes, you have. It's been wonderful. We've gotten some wonderful messages and emails from instructors in Australia that are looking to teach a program like this.
Fantastic.
I'll tell you, going back to the smaller clubs, we are in a number of small individual health clubs, and they are thriving on this program. So it just brings a real progressive, cutting-edge class that is going to set their Group X apart a little bit from the next person. Whether it's a large health club or a smaller boutique studio.
I agree, Stacey. I'm really looking forward to catching up with you guys at URSA, both yourself and Marie. If anyone,
I can't wait.
It's going to be a fantastic time. I haven't been to San Diego, it's going to be awesome. And any Australian club owner that's thinking about getting to URSA, it is the #1 fitness convention globally to be at. If you want your business to thrive, you need to be at URSA in San Diego in 2018. Stacey, it's been awesome chatting to you today. I look forward to catching up with you at URSA. And we'll pop all of your details at the end of our podcast. And here's to SoulBody rocking it in 2018.
Oh, thank you, Mel. I can't thank you enough. I can't wait to meet you in person, too.
It's going to be amazing.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you for joining the Gym Owners Podcast, sponsored and supported by National Fitness Business Alliance and Gym Click Media. Find Mel Tempest on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Join us next time for the Gym Owners Podcast.